I see a light in your eyes.
Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So first of all, I want to address my voice. I'm sick again. I had to be really early at work last week and I got a cold again because it's winter here. So I'm really sorry if you can hear my voice. If it sounds weird or something, it's because of that. I actually did a lot to try and do this voiceover now, so hopefully it works. But yeah, today we're building in SULANI. I just haven't felt like building anything different than a beach themed inspired build or something, so I just decided to build a tiny trailer home. This is actually inspired by many videos that I've seen on TikTok lately, because I do watch a lot of I don't know, like tiny house stuff and a lot of like trailer homes and things like that. So I wanted to try and do something like this. And this is inspired by specifically one video that I just don't remember the name of the person that uploaded it, but I know it's like a channel in which they just share like a lot of different views of the ways that they live in their trailer home, and they have like 2 pets and they have this kind of amazing view from their trailer home. If I get to remember whose trailer home I got the inspiration from to build this one, I will let you know, guys, in the description below. But otherwise, I just felt inspired because of this area here. Of course, I'm gonna be changing the color. I struggled so much to try and find a nice color to do the exterior. I wanted to go for a red one or something more like vibrant, but I ended up using growing together wallpaper that I didn't know we got. But this is the view that inspired me to build this trailer home. It's actually a part that in the original trailer home is like a big window where the bedroom is, and they just can see like the ocean, and they have this really nice view, and I just loved it. So I got the inspiration from there, and this is something that I will try and do more often, because building tiny houses is something that I don't usually do, and lately I haven't had enough time to build like the way that I would like to build. So maybe doing more tiny houses or trailer homes or stuff like that, maybe I can make it work. But yeah, this is the whole interior. It originally is going to be like 23 tiles or something, so it's a micro home, but right now it says 46 because I wanted to make the skylight work, and for some reason I couldn't delete one part of the ceiling. It was pretty weird, but then I realized that this turned out to be a small home, like a tiny house in the tiny living counting, and I just decided to get rid of the skylight so it will turn again into a micro home. And it has space for 2 Sims. Everything is functional. I play tested everything in this house because I wanted to make sure that your Sims can actually use the bed, that they have this nice view. My cats are fighting in the background, so I'm sorry if you can hear them. But yeah, I just wanted to have a lot of space for your Sims to put clutter on, and maybe just to simulate that if you have this kind of smaller houses, you need a lot of space to put things on and storage space and stuff. So that's what I tried to do. I used the sliding door that we got with Island Living because I haven't used it in a while. I mean, I used it in my beach store that I uploaded a few weeks ago, but I haven't used it very often, so I just thought it would be nice to add it in here because it's a sliding door. It's a 1-tile sliding door, so it's pretty ideal for this kind of builds. And as I said, everything has been play tested, so you will see everything in here that actually works. And I thought that it would be interesting to have like this open dresser kind of situation in here because I didn't have space to add a proper dresser, and I thought that maybe if you live in a tiny house, you just have your clothes like hanging around in those hangers and stuff. So that's what I did. The kitchen is pretty spacious, but I used a mini fridge, so you will see it now. And I used an oven that we got with Dream Home Decorator. I never used this yellow one, so it was like the time to branch out a little bit and try to use different swatches from items that I don't usually use. I'm not so used to adding like these kind of ovens and stuff because I do like to create like very big kitchens, but this one has to be a little bit smaller because it's a tiny house. and I just really like how it ends up looking. I think it makes sense with the idea of having like a trailer home and everything more cramped in together, and I just really liked it. I didn't want to add like a bigger stove and oven and everything. I just wanted it to be separated because that's what I've seen people have in this kind of houses. So yeah, that's what I did, and it's not so cluttered. I decided not to add that many clutters pieces in here in the kitchen because it's kind of smaller and you need a free counter space for your Sims to cook and stuff. And yeah, I actually ended up adding washing machine in here as well, so you will see it at the very end, because this video it actually took me a while to figure it out, and it ends up looking the way that I expected it to look. So I'm really happy. I had to move the table a little bit further into the wall in order to have a functional fridge. So it's still pretty much functional. You can still cook, you can still sit on the table, you can still use all the appliances and stuff, but you won't see me doing those like adjustments to the build because I did them when I had everything finished and when I was playtesting everything. But yeah, right now I'm adding this side table in here in which I add a TV, and then when we get back into the build, because we're gonna go to the exterior and then we go back, I'm gonna be adding like the washing machine and then the TV on top of it, because I've seen it a lot in these videos. Like you have the washing machine right next to the bed, and I think it's kind of weird, but I mean, if you have these really small spaces, you just get used to that. And I think that's kind of the best situation that you could go for, like having if you want to have like a washing machine and stuff. Otherwise I would have had to add the bucket that we got with laundry day as well. I add the clothing line as well, so you can actually go outside and hang the clothes. Maybe when it's raining or something, you just have to add like a floor, like a rooftop on top of the hanging line, or maybe move it somewhere where there's cover for it, because otherwise the clothes are not gonna dry. But yeah, I just decided to add it, and you will see when we get to that part. This is the bathroom. As I said, it's pretty functional, so I place tested everything. So it's only the shower and the toilet, because you can use the sink from the kitchen, and because I didn't want to make it even bigger, or I didn't want to have everything like crammed in together, I just wanted it to be functional, be nice. I didn't add that many things, but even this mirror functions, so you have a lot of space for your Sims to use the mirrors and to change their clothes, because they cannot access the dresser in here. So having a mirror was an idea that actually worked, and having it in the bathroom, I think it makes sense. Here I wanted to add like a space for a computer or like a desk situation, but I just couldn't make it work, so I struggled a little bit. But I ended up creating like this coffee nook in here that I really like. I mean, I don't usually play with the coffee appliances and stuff, because your Sims get really addicted to it and they just go and make more coffee and more coffee. So that's not something that I add for my gameplay, but I think it makes sense in here, like to have a nice coffee nook. And I created it with this item that I don't remember the name of from Dream Home Decorator. It's functional. As I said, I play tested everything, because lately the trick that I used to do, where I put the table and then I size down the counter and kind of size it and make it work like the right surface and stuff, for some reason it's not working lately. So I had to do it this build is actually built on a second floor. Technically, I had to create like a 1x1 room on the first floor and then another one on the second floor, and you saw me doing that at the very beginning of the video. So technically this build is built on a second floor. So I had to use in order to add that decoration piece from Dream Home Decorator, I had to make it look like it came from the first floor and raise it up with a 9 key. It's kind of weird, but it was pretty easy to do. So now we're struggling with the exterior. This took me forever to figure out, because I wasn't happy with the color that I went for. I wasn't 100% sold on the idea. I wanted to have like more accent pieces in here. And once I changed it to the other wallpaper that I used, like the official one that I ended up keeping, it looks way better, like 1,000 times better. So yeah, you will see that it drastically changes because I struggled like an hour or more trying to figure out the color scheme, but I ended up going for this blue kind of turquoise color with this accent sage green, and I think it ends up looking way better and just beautiful. I mean, I really like it. And in here I added a lounge chair, a towel as well, so your Sims can actually sunbathe and stuff. I added a grill. I thought that maybe this area was like a camping area or something, so they had a grill and they had the trash can. And I added this table from Outdoor Retreat because it looks like you can just disarm it and just fold it or something and put it in your trailer home. So it's something that maybe the Sim that lives here actually brought. So I thought it was kind of ideal. My cats are again fighting. I'm really sorry. I mean, they're not fighting, they're running around, but they make a lot of noise, so I'm really sorry. So we're doing some landscaping in here. I wanted to blend in a little bit with the rest of the environment because in SULANI it's kind of hard to create like a nice landscape and yeah, try to blend in everything together. Some of the items, as this one, you see that it's out of the lot because I use the tool mod to move it, but you won't see it on the gallery. So if you want to add the plants that are out of the lot, you just have to go and use the tool mod to do that. I added this, I don't know what this is, a power source of some sort. And I used this chain that we got with Snowy Escape just to simulate that maybe this is connected to the house, so maybe this thing actually powers the whole house, even though the roof that I used is the solar panels from Eco Lifestyle. I thought it was kind of realistic to have like the other thing in there because I mean, I've seen it in all the videos that I've been watching lately about this. I added these lights as like regular lights for the trailer home because I thought if you're traveling somewhere you need the lights as well, so the other cars can see that you're actually having like a bigger home or something in the back of your car. So yeah, I added the car as well, you saw it there. And I'm adding a mailbox in here. I don't think this is functional, I don't think it's accessible, but still you don't need it, at least unless you're a writer or something that actually needs to send items from the mailbox. But otherwise you can just go and add a mailbox outside of the like the regular ones outside of the trailer home. I don't know, that's up to you. I created this nice section in there. You see we're coming back to the inside, but I added some plant pots as well. I thought that maybe the Sim that lives here actually grows their own vegetables and stuff, so I thought it would be nice to have like a section like that. And here's where I said what I said about the TV and the washing machine. I think it makes a lot of sense now to have it like that. And here I'm adding the clothing line as well. So yeah, as I said, maybe you have to create some cover or something for it, but I think it ends up looking really nice. We're actually heading to the end of the video now, so I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. Links are all in the description below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.
It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the Isle of You. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh.